Welcome to our channel, Old Coins History 333. This video is about American pennies and it will tell you about very old pennies, how old and how valuable they are. Find them and get more rich, more happy. Top 1. The American 1960 Lincoln Memorial Penny is not just any coin, it's a fascinating piece of history that represents a pivotal moment in American coinage. While it might seem like a simple penny, this coin carries a story that connects us to one of the most revered figures in U.S. history, President Abraham Lincoln. Minted in 1960, this penny is notable for marking the transition from the iconic wheat ears design, which had adorned the reverse side of pennies since 1909, to the Lincoln Memorial design that we still recognize today. The new design was introduced to honor Lincoln's 150th birthday, and it symbolizes his enduring legacy of unity and freedom in a country that was still healing from the scars of the Civil War. When you hold a 1960 Lincoln Memorial Penny in your hand, you're not just holding a piece of currency, you're grasping a fragment of American history. But what makes the 1960 penny particularly intriguing is the existence of two distinct varieties: the small date and the large date. At first glance, these two variations might look similar, but for collectors, they represent two different stories. The small date version, which features a more compact numeral, is significantly rarer than its large date counterpart. In fact, the small date variety is highly sought after and can make a huge difference in the coin's value. Collectors often find themselves scouring through rolls of pennies, hoping to discover that elusive small date version, as it can elevate their collections significantly. Composition plays a crucial role in the value of the 1960 Lincoln penny as well. Unlike today's pennies, which are primarily made from zinc, the 1960 penny consists of 95% copper and only 5% zinc. This high copper content not only gives the penny a distinct weight and rich color but also means that it has intrinsic value due to rising copper prices over the years. There's something truly special about holding a coin made of real metal, especially in an era when many coins are composed of cheaper materials. Condition is another vital factor in determining a coin's worth. Given that this penny has been in circulation for over 6 decades, finding one in excellent condition is rare. Collectors place a premium on coins that have retained their original details and luster. A 1960 Lincoln penny with sharp features, clear engravings, and minimal wear can command much higher prices in the market. The thrill of discovering a pristine example can make the search all the more rewarding for collectors. Now, let's talk about the most exciting part: the value of the 1960 Lincoln Memorial Penny. With its historical significance, the unique varieties, and the valuable copper content, this penny holds impressive worth in the collector's market. For those lucky enough to possess a well-preserved version, it could be worth up to $83,000. Yes, you heard that right. $83,000 for a single penny. In conclusion, the American 1960 Lincoln Memorial Penny is a remarkable collectible that tells a story of history, change, and value. Its connection to Abraham Lincoln, the fascinating variations between small and large dates, and the significance of its copper composition make it a treasured piece for collectors. So, the next time you come across a 1960 Lincoln penny, take a moment to examine it closely. You may be holding a hidden treasure, a piece of history that has appreciated significantly over time. Top 2. Today, we're delving into the captivating story of the 1961 Lincoln Memorial Penny, a coin that may seem ordinary at first glance but is a treasure trove of history and value. For coin collectors and enthusiasts alike, this small piece of currency is more than just a penny. It represents a significant era in American numismatics. The Lincoln penny, first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the centennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth, underwent a notable design change in 1959, shifting from the classic wheat ears reverse to the Lincoln Memorial design. This was a thoughtful tribute to one of America's most revered presidents, highlighting his enduring legacy of unity and freedom. When you hold a 1961 Lincoln Memorial Penny, you're not just holding a coin. You're holding a slice of American history that reflects the values and struggles of the nation. One of the fascinating aspects of the 1961 penny is its design features. The obverse showcases a well-detailed portrait of Lincoln, created by Victor David Brenner, while the reverse features the iconic Lincoln Memorial, symbolizing a place of reverence where countless Americans have paid homage to the great leader. The design encapsulates not just Lincoln's image, but also the spirit of the era, making it a meaningful piece of American heritage. But this coin isn't just historically significant, it also has an interesting twist. The 1961 Lincoln penny comes in two notable varieties, the small date and the large date. At first glance, these differences may appear subtle, but to a seasoned collector, they are critical. The small date variety is much rarer than its large date counterpart. This rarity makes it highly sought after by collectors who understand the nuances of these two versions. The small date version, often found in circulation in fewer numbers, can fetch a premium price, making it a valuable find for anyone lucky enough to stumble upon one. Now, let's explore the composition of this penny. Unlike today's pennies, which are primarily made of zinc, the 1961 Lincoln penny is composed of 95% copper. This composition not only gives the coin a beautiful, warm color but also contributes to its weight and feel. Collectors often appreciate the substantial nature of these copper coins, especially since the value of copper has increased significantly over the years. This change in material has not only enhanced its collectible status but also added intrinsic value. It's a reminder of a time when coins were made from real metal, making them more than just a means of exchange. Condition plays a crucial role in determining the value of the 1961 Lincoln penny. Coins that have been preserved in excellent condition are exceptionally rare. A well-maintained penny, with its details sharp and unblemished, can significantly increase its value. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins in mint state, where you can still see Lincoln's profile and the intricacies of the Lincoln Memorial as they appeared when first minted. The grade of a coin can make all the difference. Coins in higher grades command higher prices. Now, let's address the exciting part: the value of the 1961 Lincoln Memorial penny. With its historical importance, the small date variety, and its significant copper content, this penny has garnered substantial interest in the coin collecting community. In today's market, depending on its condition and rarity, a 1961 Lincoln penny can be valued at an astounding $73,000. Yes, that's right, $73,000 for a single penny. If you find a 1961 Lincoln Memorial penny in your collection or in circulation, take a moment to examine it closely. You might have a hidden gem in your possession, a tiny piece of American history with remarkable value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, always keep an eye out for these significant coins. You never know when you might come across one of these exceptional pennies, each with its own story, legacy, and impressive price tag. In conclusion, the 1961 Lincoln Memorial penny is more than just currency. It's a symbol of history, artistry, and the changing landscape of American coins. Its unique attributes and potential for high value make it a fascinating subject for any collector. So, the next time you handle change, remember to look closely. You might just discover a treasure worth much more than its face value. Top 3. We're uncovering the intriguing story of the 1964 Lincoln penny, a coin that may look like any other penny, but holds a fascinating history and impressive value that every coin enthusiast should know about. This small piece of currency isn't just a form of money, it's a symbol of American heritage and a reminder of the legacy of one of the nation's greatest presidents. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the centennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Its design features a beautifully rendered portrait of Lincoln, created by the artist Victor David Brenner. In 1959, to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, the U.S. Mint transitioned from the classic, wheat ears design on the reverse to the iconic Lincoln Memorial design. The 1964 penny is particularly significant as it was minted during a time of great change in America, representing both the stability and progress of the nation. The 1964 Lincoln penny is notable for its copper composition. This penny consists of 95% copper and 5% zinc, giving it a distinctive weight and rich color that sets it apart from modern pennies, which switched to a predominantly zinc composition in 1982. This high copper content not only enhances its visual appeal but has also contributed to its value over the years, especially as the price of copper has increased. One of the most intriguing aspects of the 1964 Lincoln penny is its connection to the numismatic market. As with many coins, the condition of a penny greatly affects its value. While many 1964 pennies can still be found in circulation, those that have been well preserved are much rarer. Collectors prize coins that show minimal wear, where Lincoln's image and the details of the Lincoln Memorial remain sharp and clear. If you happen to come across a 1964 Lincoln penny in near mint condition, you might just have a significant treasure on your hands. Moreover, this particular penny is part of a larger trend in coin collecting, where enthusiasts seek out specific years and types for their collections. The 1964 penny has a unique charm, being a reflection of its time and a connection to the broader narrative of American history. Collectors often find it appealing due to its historic significance and beautiful design. Now, let's talk about the value of the 1964 Lincoln penny. As we've seen, various factors contribute to its worth, including rarity, condition, and the current market demand. Due to its copper content and historical significance, a 1964 Lincoln penny in excellent condition can fetch a substantial price. How much, you ask? This remarkable penny can be valued at an impressive $67,000. Yes, that's right, $67,000 for just one penny. So, if you happen to find a 1964 Lincoln penny in your collection or come across one while searching through your spare change, take a moment to appreciate it. This penny isn't just another piece of currency. It's a collectible that captures a moment in history, and its value has grown significantly over time. In conclusion, the 1964 Lincoln penny is more than a coin. It's a piece of American history, embodying the spirit of a nation and the legacy of Abraham Lincoln. With its copper composition and historical importance, this penny remains a sought-after treasure in the world of numismatics. Always remember to keep an eye out for this little gem. You never know when you might come across a penny that's worth far more than its face value. Top 4. Have you ever wondered if a simple penny could be worth more than just a cent? Today, we're diving into the story behind the 1965 Lincoln penny, a small coin with an unexpectedly big value. While it may look like an ordinary penny, this coin holds a story and significance that makes it highly prized among collectors. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a president's portrait, breaking from the tradition of earlier designs. This coin quickly became a symbol of American history and heritage. In 1959, the reverse design was changed to feature the Lincoln Memorial, celebrating Lincoln's legacy of unity and freedom. The 1965 Lincoln penny, with its rich design, represents a part of that legacy. One fascinating detail about this coin is its composition. In 1965, the U.S. Mint began experimenting with different metal alloys for coins due to rising metal prices. While this penny retained its traditional 95% copper and 5% zinc composition, the exploration of alloys made these high copper pennies more valuable over time. The rich copper in these coins gives them a distinctive weight and a warm, reddish tone that's quite different from the pennies minted today, which are mostly zinc with a thin copper coating. This high copper content has added to the coin's value, especially for collectors who appreciate its authentic look and feel. Condition is another key factor in determining the value of the 1965 Lincoln penny. Finding a 1965 penny in excellent condition is rare, as the years have taken a toll on most of them. If you come across one where the intricate details of Lincoln's face and the Lincoln Memorial remain crisp, with minimal wear, you might just have a valuable find. These well-preserved coins are in high demand, making them especially valuable. Another interesting aspect is that the 1965 Lincoln penny was minted during a turbulent time in American history. In the mid-1960s, there was a coin shortage, and the mint made the decision to suspend the use of mint marks on coins. So, if you look at a 1965 penny, you won't find the usual D or S mint mark for Denver or San Francisco. No mint mark. Decision was unique and adds to the collectible appeal of this particular penny, making it even more valuable to numismatists and history enthusiasts alike. Now, let's talk about the part you're probably waiting for: the value of the 1965 Lincoln penny. With its historical background, copper composition, and unique features, this penny has become a treasured collectible. So, how much can a 1965 Lincoln penny be worth today? Believe it or not, a well-preserved 1965 Lincoln penny can reach an astounding $65,000. Yes, that's $65,000 for a single penny. So, if you happen to find a 1965 Lincoln penny in your collection or come across one in great condition, don't overlook it. This penny may seem small, but it holds a significant piece of history and a surprising amount of value. In conclusion, the 1965 Lincoln penny is more than just a coin. It's a collectible that brings history to life, celebrating the legacy of Abraham Lincoln while carrying a unique place in numismatic history. Keep your eyes open. You never know when you might stumble upon a penny worth much more than its face value. Top 5. Have you ever wondered if a penny could be worth more than just a cent? Today, we're uncovering the fascinating story behind the 1967 Lincoln penny, a coin that might appear ordinary but is actually quite valuable. This little coin holds a unique story and, for collectors, a surprising price tag. The Lincoln penny has been an American icon since 1909, celebrating Abraham Lincoln's legacy as one of the nation's most respected presidents. This design choice was groundbreaking back then. It marked the first time a U.S. president was honored on American currency. Then, in 1959, the design shifted to feature the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse side, further commemorating Lincoln's impact on American history. By the time the 1967 penny came out, it carried with it not just Lincoln's profile, but a legacy of unity and freedom. The 1967 penny was also minted during an interesting time in U.S. history. During the mid-1960s, the U.S. Mint faced a coin shortage and took the unusual step of removing mint marks on coins for a few years, including the 1967 penny. So, if you look at this penny closely, you won't find a D for Denver or an S for San Francisco, just a plain, unmarked penny. This small detail makes the 1967 Lincoln penny distinct and adds a layer of intrigue for collectors. It's one of the few years where mint marks were completely absent, which only increases its rarity and appeal. Now, let's dive into what makes this coin so valuable. One of the reasons is its copper composition. Unlike today's pennies, which have a zinc core, the 1967 Lincoln penny is made of 95% copper, giving it a rich, reddish-brown color and a heavier feel. With copper prices having risen over the years, the material alone holds value. But this high copper content does more than add weight. It adds value for collectors who appreciate the penny's authentic look and feel. Condition is another factor that makes a 1967 penny valuable. Since these coins have been around for over 50 years, finding one in excellent condition is challenging. If you happen to spot a 1967 penny where all the details of Lincoln's face are still sharp, and the Lincoln Memorial is clear and free from wear, you could be holding on to something special. Coins in pristine condition are especially rare and are worth far more than those with signs of age or circulation. Now, the part you've been waiting for: the impressive value of the 1967 Lincoln penny. With its rich historical background, unique features like the missing mint mark, and the high copper content, this penny has become a collectible treasure. So, how much can a 1967 Lincoln penny be worth today? Believe it or not, a well-preserved 1967 Lincoln penny can fetch up to $61,000. Yes, $61,000 for a single penny. So, if you come across a 1967 Lincoln penny, don't overlook it. This small coin carries the legacy of Lincoln, a unique story from the 1960s, and a surprising amount of value. It may look small, but it's a piece of American history, and a rare gem for collectors. In conclusion, the 1967 Lincoln penny is more than just a coin. It's a collectible that celebrates Lincoln's legacy and holds a special place in numismatic history. Keep your eyes open. You never know when you might find a penny worth so much more than its face value. Top 6. Today's video, where we'll uncover the fascinating story of the 1973 Lincoln penny. This little coin might look like any other penny, but it holds secrets and a surprising value that makes it one of the most prized possessions for collectors. The Lincoln penny has been a staple in American currency since 1909, celebrating the legacy of Abraham Lincoln. The design shift in 1959 introduced the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse side, symbolizing unity and freedom, values that Lincoln fought to uphold. By the time 1973 rolled around, the penny had become an iconic piece of American history and a collector's favorite, holding not just monetary value but a sense of tradition and remembrance. But there's something unique about the 1973 Lincoln penny that makes it stand out. For starters, it was produced during an era when pennies were still made primarily of copper, 95% copper, to be exact. This high copper content gives the penny a warm reddish-brown color and a solid feel that newer zinc-based pennies just don't have. The rising cost of copper has only added to this penny's appeal, with its material composition alone giving it a sense of authenticity and higher value. Coins made before the 1980s are a reminder of a time when pennies were more than just cents. They were miniature pieces of art crafted with quality materials. One of the key elements that boosts the value of a 1973 penny is its condition. Over the decades, most pennies have passed through countless hands, worn down by years of circulation. But finding a 1973 penny in excellent condition, with Lincoln's profile still sharp and clear, is like finding a hidden treasure. Collectors pay close attention to the tiniest details on these coins: Lincoln's face, the lettering, and the fine lines of the Lincoln Memorial. A coin that has retained these details without heavy signs of wear or corrosion is especially valuable. There's also a twist with the 1973 penny. Some versions have interesting misprints or slight errors, and these error coins are a true jackpot for collectors. An error, such as a double strike or off-center design, can turn a standard 1973 penny into a unique piece that collectors are eager to add to their collections. Such variations add to the mystery and allure of this coin, making the hunt for a rare 1973 penny even more exciting. Now, the moment you've been waiting for: the remarkable value of this coin. With its high copper content, historical significance, and the possibility of rare errors, the 1973 Lincoln penny has become a sought-after collectible in the world of numismatics. So, how much is it worth today? Well, a well-preserved 1973 Lincoln penny can be valued at up to $61,000. Yes, that's right, $61,000 for a single penny. Imagine holding a penny worth such an impressive sum. It's amazing to think that a coin we might overlook every day could hold such incredible value and historical significance. So next time you come across a 1973 penny, take a closer look. You could be holding onto a piece of American history and a hidden fortune. In conclusion, the 1973 Lincoln penny is more than just a coin. It's a symbol of craftsmanship, history, and for the lucky collector, a serious investment. Keep your eyes open, because you never know when you might stumble upon one of these valuable pieces of American heritage. Top 7. Today, we're diving into the hidden history and surprising value of the 1977 Lincoln penny. It may seem like just another penny, but for collectors, it holds a special place, and a value that might surprise you. The Lincoln penny has been a part of American currency for over a century, originally introduced in 1909 to commemorate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. In 1959, the design switched from the wheat ears on the reverse to the Lincoln Memorial, marking the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. By 1977, this penny had already become iconic, a tiny but powerful symbol of American history and the enduring legacy of President Lincoln. One thing that sets the 1977 Lincoln penny apart is its high copper content. Made of 95% copper, it has a warm color and a heavier feel than today's pennies, which are mostly zinc. This high copper content not only gives the coin a timeless appearance, but with the increase in copper prices over the years, it's made older pennies even more desirable. Having a 1977 penny is like holding onto a piece of genuine American craftsmanship. But it's not just about the metal, it's also about the coin's condition. Since pennies are so widely circulated, finding a 1977 Lincoln penny in near-perfect condition is quite rare. Over time, most pennies get worn down, losing the finer details in Lincoln's profile and the intricacies of the Lincoln Memorial. However, when a penny from this era is found with crisp edges, sharp details, and minimal signs of wear, it becomes a true gem for collectors. Coins that maintain their original quality are rare and far more valuable than heavily worn ones, adding to the appeal of the 1977 Lincoln penny. There's also an extra layer of excitement with this penny: error varieties. Occasionally, during the minting process, small errors slip through, creating unique variations that are highly sought after. Some 1977 pennies have been found with misaligned designs or doubling on the date or lettering. These error coins become instant treasures for collectors, adding another layer of rarity to the already unique 1977 penny. A penny with an unusual minting error can be worth significantly more than a standard one. And now, the part you've been waiting for: just how valuable is this coin? With its high copper content, historical importance, and potential for rare errors, the 1977 Lincoln penny is a collector's dream. If you happen to find one in top-notch condition, you could be looking at an impressive price tag. Believe it or not, a 1977 Lincoln penny in pristine condition can reach up to $56,000. That's right, $56,000 for a single penny. So, if you ever come across a 1977 Lincoln penny, don't just pass it by. Take a closer look, because you might be holding on to a little piece of history, and maybe even a small fortune. In conclusion, the 1977 Lincoln penny isn't just a piece of spare change, it's a reminder of American heritage, a tribute to President Lincoln, and for the lucky collector, a valuable investment. Keep your eyes peeled, because you never know when you might stumble upon one of these hidden treasures. Top 8. Let's talk about one of the most fascinating coins that often slips by unnoticed: the 1972 Lincoln penny. At first glance, this penny may look like any other, but it holds a unique story, collectible value, and possibly even a high price tag that might just surprise you. The Lincoln penny, introduced in 1909, was the first U.S. coin to honor a real person, President Abraham Lincoln. For over a century, it has carried a special place in American coinage, with designs evolving over the years to reflect Lincoln's enduring legacy. By 1972, the Lincoln penny had established itself as a piece of American history, carrying both symbolic and monetary value. So, what makes the 1972 Lincoln penny different? One of the things that makes it especially desirable to collectors is its high copper content. Unlike modern pennies, which are mostly zinc with a thin copper coating, pennies from 1972 were made of 95% copper. This high copper content not only adds a warm, rich color to the coin but also makes it physically more substantial. With copper values rising over the years, this penny's metal alone has become more valuable, increasing its appeal to collectors. Now, let's talk about condition, one of the key factors in determining a coin's worth. Since 1972, pennies have been in circulation for decades. Finding one in pristine condition is rare. A penny that's been well preserved, retaining sharp details on Lincoln's profile and the Lincoln Memorial, becomes far more valuable than one that's been heavily worn. Coins that look as if they just left the mint can be extremely valuable, making condition a crucial element for collectors of this year. But here's where things get even more exciting. The 1972 Lincoln penny is famous for a special variety known as the double die obverse. This variety features a doubling effect on the obverse side of the coin, where parts of the date and the words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust" appear doubled. This isn't a flaw but rather a unique minting error that's exceptionally rare and highly prized. Collectors are always on the lookout for these double-dyed pennies, as they can significantly raise the coin's value. So, if you come across a 1972 penny with a bit of extra thickness on the letters or numbers, you could be holding a rare version of this coin. And collectors are willing to pay a premium for this unique variety, especially when it's in excellent condition. And now for the big question: just how valuable is the 1972 Lincoln penny? With its high copper content, historical significance, and the potential for rare doubling errors, this coin is highly collectible. If you happen to have a 1972 Lincoln penny in top condition, especially with the doubled die, it could fetch an impressive price on the market. How much, you ask? Well, this little penny could be worth up to an astonishing $57,000. Yes, $57,000 for a single penny. So, the next time you're sorting through your change, take a moment to check those 1972 pennies. You might just have a piece of American history in your hand, and potentially a valuable collectible that's worth a whole lot more than just 1 cent. Keep an eye out for these hidden gems because, as with any collectible, rarity and condition truly make all the difference. Happy hunting, and who knows? Your next penny find could turn out to be a small fortune. Top 9. Let's dive into the story of the American 1978 Lincoln Memorial Penny. A coin that may look like an ordinary penny but holds a value and story that's anything but ordinary. This little copper coin is not only a staple of American currency but a fascinating collectible for those in the know, with a hidden value that might surprise you. The 1978 Lincoln Memorial Penny is part of a legacy that dates back to 1959 when the U.S. Mint introduced the Lincoln Memorial design on the reverse side of the penny. This was a significant shift from the earlier, wheat ears, design, and it symbolized a deeper respect for Abraham Lincoln. The memorial itself on the coin represents the values Lincoln fought for, including unity, freedom, and equality. So, holding a 1978 penny isn't just holding a coin, it's holding a small tribute to Lincoln's legacy. One of the key aspects of the 1978 penny's design is its high copper content, 95% copper, in fact. This is something you won't find in pennies minted after 1982 when the US switched to using mostly zinc. The copper gives the 1978 penny a rich, warm color and a heavier feel, setting it apart from modern pennies. In a way, this copper composition adds an extra layer of appeal to collectors, not just for its metal value but because it makes the coin feel like a piece of history. Condition, as always, plays a huge role in this penny's value. Think about it. This coin has been circulating for over 4 decades. So, finding a 1978 penny in pristine condition, with all its original details still sharp, is no easy feat. Coins that have been well preserved, with Lincoln's profile, the memorial, and the date remaining clear and unworn, are particularly rare and therefore highly desirable among collectors. These fine details add a touch of authenticity and depth to each coin, reminding us of the care taken in its creation. And now, let's talk about the hidden worth of this little treasure. With its rich copper content, historical design, and the added value of its condition, the 1978 Lincoln Memorial Penny holds a surprising value for collectors today. How much, you ask? This coin can fetch up to a remarkable $45,000. Yes, that's $45,000 for a single penny, so, next time you come across a 1978 Lincoln Memorial Penny, take a closer look. You might just be holding a piece of American history with a hidden, impressive value. This little penny could be far more than pocket change. It's a true collector's gem, waiting to be discovered and appreciated for all it's worth. Keep your eyes open. You never know when you might find one of these tiny treasures. Top 10. The American 1980 Lincoln Memorial Penny may seem like a common coin, but for collectors and enthusiasts alike, it embodies a rich history and holds significant value. Minted during a time of economic change, this penny tells the story of a nation and a beloved president, Abraham Lincoln, whose legacy continues to resonate today. The Lincoln Memorial design, which graces the reverse of this penny, was introduced in 1959 to commemorate Lincoln's 150th birthday. It replaced the previous, wheat ears, design that had been in circulation for half a century. The transition marked a new era in American coinage, symbolizing not only Lincoln's contributions to the nation but also a moment of unity during a time of great social and political upheaval. The image of the Lincoln Memorial is a reminder of the ideals of freedom and equality that Lincoln championed. When you hold a 1980 Lincoln Memorial Penny, you're holding a small piece of history that reflects the spirit of resilience and hope that defines America. One of the most noteworthy aspects of the 1980 penny is its composition. Unlike modern pennies made primarily from zinc, The 1980 Lincoln Memorial penny is composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc. This high copper content gives it a distinct weight and a warm, appealing color that sets it apart from later coins. Over the years, the price of copper has fluctuated, but its intrinsic value has only added to the appeal of this penny. As collectors seek out coins made from precious materials, the 1980 Lincoln penny stands out as a relic from a time when American currency was more robust and substantial. Condition is a critical factor in determining the value of any coin, and the 1980 Lincoln Memorial penny is no exception. Coins that have been well preserved are incredibly rare, especially considering the 1980 penny has been circulating for over 4 decades. Collectors are particularly interested in finding examples with sharp details, clear engravings, and minimal wear. A 1980 penny in mint condition can command a much higher price on the market. The thrill of discovering a well-preserved specimen drives many collectors to search through rolls of coins, garage sales, and estate sales, hoping to unearth a true gem. Now, let's talk about the value of this coin. The 1980 Lincoln Memorial penny's historical significance, unique composition, and rarity make it more than just a piece of currency. It's a valuable collectible. For those fortunate enough to possess a well-kept example of this penny, it could fetch an impressive $35,000. Yes, you've heard that right, $35,000 for a single penny. In conclusion, the 1980 Lincoln Memorial penny is not just a small piece of metal. It represents a significant part of American history and culture. Its connection to Abraham Lincoln, its valuable copper composition, and the excitement surrounding its collectability make it a true treasure for both novice and seasoned collectors. So, the next time you come across a 1980 Lincoln penny, don't overlook it, take a closer look. You may just hold a valuable piece of American heritage in your hand, a coin with a story and a remarkable price tag that could surprise you.